What's going on, guys? Today's video is probably going to take a couple weeks to complete, so you might see a little transformation of the truck as we go. But today we're going to be testing out Hot Shot Secrets Diesel Extreme. So let's go ahead and grab the bottle real quick. I'm not going to get too preachy with it, just going to give you the quick rundown. I guess we'll start first with the truck. Since I got this thing, it's had a little bit of a haze at idle, which everyone knows that's a little sign of some injectors, of course. Now a little haze on, you know, puff or two on startup and stuff, no big deal, but she definitely gets a little hazy when she's sitting here still, as well as when I accelerate pretty hard on the truck, it'll roll some smoke. And as far as I'm aware, the truck is stock tuned. Now it could be, you know, it could have who knows what's on it, because it's, you know, 2007 with 200,000 miles on it. There's no telling what might be on it. But as far as feels and everything, it seems like it's stock, so it really shouldn't roll any smoke. We are straight piped and everything, of course, but still. Now it seems to run totally fine to me. We don't seem to be using any oil. The coolant level is staying the same. Turbo seems fine. Everything seems fine, but of course, a little haze, a little smoke, it's a little bit worrisome. So it's all kind of signs of, I guess, not best case, but also not worst case, injectors. So that's why I picked up this bottle right here, and we're gonna be giving it a shot. We're gonna go get this thing filled up and then put in about 8 to 10 ounces of this in there. So cleans injector tips, eliminates black smoke, improves cold starting, throttle response, yada yada. It's got a bunch of different stuff, and this is apparently the strongest stuff on the market that you can buy. So we're going to test it out, as well as this thing doesn't have crazy good fuel economy. Of course, it's on 35s, but low teens seems low. I feel like it should get a little bit better, but we'll see if this improves it as well. And like I said, hopefully this is going to clean up our injectors and potentially anything, because this is going to literally go through everything that the fuel does and clean it all out. Rust, water, gunk, buildup, all that. Let's go grab some diesel and throw this stuff in there. A lot of debate on what size tanks are in these if you look on the forums. Some people say 18, which I don't think that's accurate. Most people say 24 or 26 on the standard beds, and then 34 on the long beds. I'm not sure which. Just whatever you think you have, measure it out appropriately. I'm going with 24 gallons. That seems what it's been getting close to. I don't really like running it completely out, so I don't know exactly, but I'm saying it's 24, but it should be close enough either way. DEF, diesel exhaust fluid. Do I need that in here? Let me know. 8 ounces of diesel extreme per 20 gallons. So we'll put, I guess, a little more than 8 ounces. That looks like I poured me a tall brewski. Cheers. Bottoms up. Straight pipe diesel. Yes. Get all of it in there. All right, diesel extreme, work yo magic. Time for me to do some driving. All right, first start up. I probably got y'all with a blow up thing, didn't I? It tends to be the go-to move. You don't live in a small town if you ain't taking your lawnmower, your razor, your four-wheeler, your dirt bike, all of it to the gas station to fill up. We ain't got jugs around here. You just take the freaking thing there. Average 11.3. That's terrible. That's trash. But we did just film the exhaust video, so you know, we're romping. Well, let's just start driving, and I'll update y'all as we go. First update, and the truck looks a ton different, of course. Hopefully y'all been watching videos, but if you haven't, lift is on, tires are about to go on. She's about to be even bigger, but we got to do a little update. So we have burned almost a quarter of a tank. I know, not much. I don't drive it much, but we've been doing the whole lift and then going around and doing the B-roll and stuff. So only 8.9 mpgs currently, but we're going to drive some longer distance stuff tomorrow on the way to get them babies mounted up. Yeah, haven't noticed anything. Fuel economy is down, but that's just due to my driving. So there's your first update. I don't know if it's doing anything or not, but only time will tell, I guess. Back with another update. For one, our fuel economy is up to a solid 9.5. Did a little bit more just driving around and not really just sitting and idling and just real slow stuff like I had before, but still not any like highway cruising or anything. And obviously we are on the 37s now, which definitely does not help our fuel economy. Haziness, I feel like we still got a little bit of haze at idle. You can kind of see it in the sunlight. We do have an exhaust video coming up right after I get done filming this, so maybe we just ain't run her hard enough. Maybe we ain't got the goods burned out of her. It's a full or half a tank, so yeah, I don't know. Fuel economy's up a touch from what it was, but that's just off driving. It's not good by any standards, but that's just due to me not like driving this thing longer distances. It's mainly just when I film. But yeah, slight haze still. Haven't done any romps, but we're about to. All right, another update. I don't know if y'all can tell. I feel like it's not hazing anymore. Maybe I'm just tripping. The last video we did film was romping on it with the exhaust. So I don't know if it cleaned some out, but beforehand, like sitting here idling, you would see a haze. I don't see any haze. We're almost done with the full tank. I mean, I can see like the heat fumes, but doesn't seem like it's hazing, which is amazing. So first, like, promising results as far as updates go. We'll see. I actually cranked it up not too long ago, so I don't know, maybe it's something that's gonna happen once it's hot. We'll see. But yeah, first promising update. Kind of hard for y'all to see. We got 23 miles left, so we've officially used the entire tank of diesel with a diesel extreme. All right, boys, we filling her up. I feel like it has stunk super bad with this stuff in there, which I guess would make sense because, you know, it's burning through, but I just feel like it has smelled absolutely terrible, like burn your eyes bad. Not good. So hopefully it'll go back to just your normal good old diesel smell. What I'm hoping for. All right, I gotta say that's laughable. Saying that I'm gonna get 218 miles on a full tank. We're rocking a 9.0. All right, guys. Well, it has been a super cool video seeing the truck transform from the beginning where it was, you know, just stock with some wheels to what it is now, which is lifted, big, bright, looking freaking awesome. I'm not gonna lie, I do miss it a little bit being leveled. If we had everything done to it now except the lift, just sitting level, you know, on the big scrams, I do miss it a little bit. That was a freaking killer look. But yeah, I figured we finished up this video because we've burned about another half a tank since ending the diesel extreme tank. So final thoughts and opinions. Maybe it did a little bit. Fuel economy wise, we are up just a touch. We're actually up about 2 mpg from normal, which I don't drive this thing very long distances. It's usually short trips to go get B-roll or showcase a mod that we've put on the truck. And so it's not gonna ever get good fuel economy based off of that. But it typically has been in like the 8s and the 9s, whereas right now we're in the 11s. I feel like it did get really poor fuel economy when it was using that diesel extreme. And now that we've got back onto straight diesel, it is actually burning better and has better fuel economy than maybe before, but for sure than when it was using that tank. So we'll have to see the more I drive it to see really, you know, if the fuel economy does end up staying up higher or go better or whatever the case it does, or if it just flatlines or drops, whatever. We'll have to see. But as of right now on this tank, which I've been resetting it every time I go drive, and I've driven it a pretty good bit on this tank, it seems to be up a little bit. And I know 11's not great, you know, the truck is lifted on 37s with a stock factory tune, so you can't expect too much. Either way, you know, it is what it is. But 11 point something, close to 12, is a lot better than 9, that's for sure. Now, the biggest thing why I wanted to try this was for the haze. So before, which I'm pretty sure I showed, she was hazing real bad, which I got the wheel lights on right now so y'all can see. It's a majority of just seeing heat coming out. Let me turn the lights off, see if you can maybe see better. Off. I don't know if you can or not. It's kind of hard to see. There is still some haze up under the truck from the exhaust. I know it's got the ridiculous exhaust on there right now. There is still a little bit of haze going on, but I do feel like it's not as bad. Now, if the truck does end up needing injectors, this is not going to solve it, right? That's not possible, okay? Now, could it possibly prolong it a little bit? I don't freaking know. Could it have cleaned out the injectors somewhat or one of the injectors, and maybe the other one is giving us a little issues? I mean, our balance rates are not too crazy over the board, but, you know, it is what it is. So, anyways, I figured we'd give it a shot, try out the diesel extreme. What could it hurt, right? So, anyways, it's been, like I said, about another half a tank of regular diesel since then, and the truck drives great now. It drove great before. Yeah, maybe it did a little bit, maybe it did nothing. It could be a placebo effect, and it could just be my driving habits, and it could just be the truck not smoking as bad because it feels like it. I don't freaking know. But anyways, hopefully y'all did enjoy just this quick little video, my experience, first time running diesel extreme fuel additive. So if there's anything else you think we should try or look at or showcase or whatever the case, let me know. And with that said, I will see y'all in the next video.